So if you're invested in altcoins, you are feeling the pain right now. The crypto markets are down significantly. Specific indicators around Bitcoin dominance and USDT dominance are pointing to the fact that altcoins could be getting squeezed even more. And I want to show you guys the specific indicators that you need to be focused on if you're an altcoin investor, the sentiment in the crypto space, and exactly what's going on. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events, as well as how rotations happen, liquidity shifts, as well as, specific indicators around Bitcoin and altcoins, so you can position yourself and understand what's going on. We've been anticipating this dip. I've been talking about this for the past week or so. So if you've been keeping up with my content, you're kind of already aware of what I've been talking about, my mindset around these specific indicators. But overall, I want to talk about exactly what's going on, what you need to focus on, and exactly predictions for altcoins. Let's jump into it. So guys, as I said, the crypto markets are crashing down. Bitcoin sitting at around 95,000. Bitcoin dominance is starting to rally back up, as you guys can see, as well as USDT dominance. Right now, everyone is talking about what is going to be happening next for altcoins. As you can see for the total 2 chart right now, we are seeing a massive dip. All the gains that we were seeing in the past, early January, and it's still early January. It's only the 8th, but at the beginning of January, we're starting to see a decent amount of pumps, and now we're starting to return a lot of those. And we've been keeping up with specific indicators around USDT dominance, as well as Bitcoin dominance, and exactly different perspectives from analyst traders based off of the price action around these assets. Justin Bennett goes on to say horizontals over diagonals, but you can't ignore a multi-month trend line with this many touch points. And he has a trend line, guys, on USDT dominance and exactly where the price action is going. He says could spell more trouble for crypto if tether dominance breaks and holds above this region. USDT dominance, Bitcoin, ETH. And right now, guys, if we look at this region, we're starting to wick back up, breaking out of a specific zone, and this is from a broad perspective. If you come and look at the USDT dominance chart, guys, you can see right here, it doesn't look exactly how Justin Bennett's trend line is looking, but it's because he is looking from a broad perspective, not a macro lens, which a lot of people are looking from a macro lens, which has them believing that no, everything is already, topped out and it's going to be crashing down. But I've been talking about how, I was waiting for a huge pullback before we send to Valhalla for our altcoins. They even posted about it on X, but no one follows me on X, so no one is aware about it. But overall, guys, we've been anticipating this dip, and we need to see exactly what's going to be happening with USDT dominance, if it's going to be shooting up and staying around this region. If it keeps going up, more than likely, guys, our altcoins are going to be jumping off a cliff even further. So it's going to get really crazy, guys. Right now, keeping up with that USDT dominance chart as well as Bitcoin dominance chart is really going to let us know exactly what's going to be happening for that total 2 for our altcoins. Right now, I saw a great perspective from the Bitcoin therapist. He says, if President Trump is serious about a strategic Bitcoin reserve, a secret executive order to begin accumulating a large percent of the Bitcoin supply makes the most sense. This is what game theory looks like, and it makes sense, guys. Right now, a lot of people are a lot of huge countries, companies, everyone is starting to buy a lot of Bitcoin, and right now it's pointing to the fact that we could be seeing a huge setup right before altcoin season begins. And this is where if you already have a larger perspective, a more broad perspective on the markets, you've been here for multiple cycles, you have an understanding of how liquidity shifts, and you have some sort of a sense where we could be going. But with the price action around Bitcoin, it makes sense what the Bitcoin therapist is saying. If we were to move forward with the Bitcoin strategic reserve, it would make sense to have a secret executive order to begin accumulating a large amount of Bitcoin supply, which we're seeing with BlackRock and multiple other countries. So guys, this is really, really important to keep up with, just because the markets can make a huge shift, which brings me into Miles Dutcher's post. He says, I find it ridiculous when people ridicule traders for flip-flopping. And I've been having comments on my YouTube channel, people that have only seen one of my YouTube videos. If you keep up with my day-to-day videos, you understand how the markets change, sentiment changes, how liquidity shifts. And I've been talking about how I've been anticipating a dip. That's why haven't been allocating to the market, and now this huge dip that is happening has me believing that I can start to allocate to the markets. But he goes on to keep on saying, he says, I find it ridiculous when people ridicule traders for flip-flopping. In fact, you should be regularly assessing your position based on new information. For example, if you're playing poker and you start with ace king of spades, you might bet aggressively because it's EV to do so. But if the flops comes 3 hearts and your opponent raises significantly, are your odds still as good as they were a minute ago? No. The same concept applies in crypto. As new information comes in, it dynamically changes your odds of success in both a macro sense and in regards to specific trades. New information matters a lot, and you should absolutely be adapting to it. The quicker you are to adapt, the better. This doesn't justify baseless flip-flopping. You're simply recalculating your EV at all times based on new information and positioning accordingly. And then I put down here, same perspective, bro. Small content creator here, feeling the wrath from giving a perspective on the markets. Can't make everyone happy. Only guide the ones that are willing to understand. And then someone literally proved my point by saying, guide exactly who, on the basis of what info? At the end of the day, guys, we're learning. We're trying to navigate the space. And if you are, trying to learn exactly what's going on in the crypto markets, keeping up with the day-to-day events is super, super key. And on this YouTube channel, I keep up with the day-to-day sentiment. And I also was anticipating this huge dip. So if you've been following me, you're aware of it. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned, guys, because I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the shifts and everything that's going on. But ILO made a great post talking about how there's a few different outcomes and how you need to assess yourself and how you want to position. He goes on to say a few different outcomes. 1, hold for the highest valuations and get lucky. 2, hold for the highest valuations and get wrecked. 3, hold for modest valuations and make money. If you play for max gains, then you need to be holding the Giga Cycle winners. Asset collection has been a theme all cycle and won't change anytime soon. Number 2 will almost certainly be the outcome for many, because that is always the outcome for many. Majority will keep voting to stay after every round despite seeing the casualties piling up around them. It's not fun. Most bullish thing to say on the timeline that yes, things will go up in 2025, but good chance that even strong alts don't hit the valuations that comparative vapor hit last cycle. Why? More sophisticated participants, more market maturity, better understood valuations, and alt dispersion are some reasons among a few. You can have total crypto market cap hit 7 trillion and people will still be saying, but no one made any money. Outcome 3 keeps your net worth moving up to the right, up and to the right. There's always another trade / investment. Ignore absolutely everyone. Stick to your own plan. So guys, this is where you have to do your own risk assessment. Realize what you want. Are you the first? Are you number 1? Are you number 2? Or are you number 3? Based off of this, I am number 1, but I plan on taking profits as we start to ride up to the top, which I plan to share on this YouTube channel. But really assessing who you are, what you plan to get out of this cycle, and when you want to exit, validation is super key to make sure you exit profitably. But overall, guys, wiping everything to the side, that's what's going on. The crypto markets are crashing down very significantly. My altcoin portfolio is taking a hit, even though I'm still up very significantly right now. It is taking a hit, and right now I'm considering starting to dollar cost average into the markets. We are seeing a pullback, which has everyone believing that this is going to be a pullback right before the huge run on the 20th with the inauguration. But right now is mixed sentiments. People think we're going to be crashing further. Other people think altcoin season is already going to begin. But I want to run back through every single thing, guys. Let you guys know a quick recap over everything, and then give you guys my perspective as to what I am doing. Overall, Bitcoin is crashing down, sitting at 95,000. Bitcoin dominance is starting to rally back up, as well as USDT dominance. The total 2 chart is showing that altcoins are returning most of the gains that we made at the very beginning of January, also like that last week of December. Justin is talking about how the price action around the USDT dominance chart isn't looking too hot, and it could spell more trouble for crypto if this tether dominance breaks and stays above the specific region. If we see this, guys, more than likely altcoins are going to get squeezed even further, just because people are going to hedge their bets and want to minimize the risk by allocating to Bitcoin or USDT as well. The Bitcoin therapist talked about how if President Trump is serious about a strategic Bitcoin reserve, a secret executive order to begin accumulating a large percentage of Bitcoin supply would make complete sense. Right now, we're seeing a lot of countries allocate to Bitcoin. We're seeing big players allocate to Bitcoin. We're overall just seeing a lot of allocations to Bitcoin, which is pointing to the fact that more than likely we could be seeing a huge, a huge shift before the huge paradigm for our altcoins. And right now, Bitcoin is looking quite hot. And overall, with that USDT dominance and Bitcoin dominance chart, it's really key to keep up with these specific events. Overall, ILO gives us perspective on how you need to position yourself based off of your validation and exactly what you want to get out of the market. Not everyone wants to ride everything to the top. Some people are willing to do it. Most people will get wrecked because they don't know how to navigate the markets. And then on top of that, there's going to be other people that are willing to make gains, but not the massive gains that most people are trying to do. But this is where you need to do your validation, figure out what you want to do, and stick with it and avoid the noise. Miles Dutcher talks about how, he kind of hates everyone talking about how flip-flopping crypto investors, how they think about the markets. Me too. I have people on my YouTube channel. I'm a small YouTuber. I give my perspective on the markets, the day-to-day events. Even though I've been saying that more than likely we're going to be crashing down, even then, I still have people talking crap to me, telling me I don't know what I'm talking about or this and that. And that's why I just give you guys my perspective. Nothing on this channel is financial advice by any means. Swiping everything to the side, the whole point of this YouTube channel is to keep you guys updated on the day-to-day events, keep you guys updated on specific indicators around altcoins and Bitcoin, USDT, and overall just understand how liquidity shifts so that you can position yourself before that liquidity moves. Right now, altcoins are taking a huge hit. The inauguration is coming up on the 20th, which more than likely is going to cause a lot of fluctuations in the market. Overall, I'm waiting to see exactly what's going to be happening with USDT dominance as well as Bitcoin dominance to really determine if altcoins are going to be crashing down even further. A lot of people have already allocated to the market, so they don't have anything to dollar cost average, which is really important, guys, to always keep some dry powder on the side. I've been talking about it on this YouTube channel, how even if you want to allocate a small portion of it and wait for more validation before you start to throw your whole load. But that's currently what's going on and what I am doing. If you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. Intermediate trader, documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated around specific indicators around Bitcoin, altcoins, as well as the day-to-day sentiment in the crypto markets. It's really key, guys, to lock in for the next few months and understand the day-to-day events. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on exactly everything that's going on, how everyone is shifting the sentiment, altcoins to focus on, as well as what is going to be happening in the markets. Overall, though, if you're new to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my content. Let me know what you guys think of altcoins, what altcoins are going to do. Is everything going to be crashing further, or is altcoin season already going to begin after the inauguration? Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Any questions, suggestions, drop them down below, and I'll be sure to get to them. All the comments, guys, I appreciate all the comments. I've been super freaking busy, so I really apologize, but I'm going to get to all the comments. So if you drop something, I'm going to get to you. Just give me some time. All right. Catch you in the next one. Peace.